Well, hello there, and happy Tuesday afternoon. I believe today is July 14th, and I am seeking a wilderness office. You know, can't help myself, gotta get up into the woods. I hear the trees calling me, and they're saying, "Bryce, come meander under us." The mountain peaks are saying, "Come wander over us." And I'm saying, "Oh, hell yeah." So, am I really going to go up into the high country? Probably not. It's a working week. That means river bottoms and finding a nice little campsite, which will double as my mobile office and triple as my fishing hole. So this might be a really short video. This might not actually make it to production as an actual travel video. We will see. But I figure I might as well record the intro while I'm driving down the road. And if you can't see out my back window there, it's very bright out. The sky is blue, the sun's shining. It's just kind of a nice couple of days, I think. So that being said, I'm going to keep on driving, and I will talk at you when I get to, well, where I'm stopping for the night. See you later. This might just be the office. Guess we'll find out, get out and take a look-see around and see what we gotta see. Should make for some acceptable fishing. It's not great, it's a little shallow, but there's some pockets, and as we all know, I'm never after the big fish anyway. I like the little fish, they're fun. And I don't keep them, so yeah. Works out, and look at that playground for the little Jeep. You'll see later and I'll make sense of that statement. Alright, not too bad. I think we might just accept it because I do have reception. I'll have to check internet and see how that looks. There's my girl Amy sitting in the bush. Didn't seem to be too many mosquitoes either, which is a bonus. Yeah, so I think this is going to be my little spot for tonight. I like it because I got a nice flat rock to sit my ass on, so I don't have to pull chairs out. Should be pretty quick and easy to set up here. Nisa likes it. Guess who found us? The mosquitoes. Figures, right? So, anyway, just checking in. What I've been doing all afternoon since I got to this particular site is doing a little bit of work from the Jeep. Luckily, of course, selected because I have a 4G internet connection, so I can do everything I could do at home. And then, after all that wrapped up, why, I went and played with my rock crawler down on the beach, which was kind of fun. So perhaps I'll insert a video clip here so you can kind of see what I was up to. But for right now, dinner time. Chicken, fried rice. Well, good morning. It is, Wednesday morning. So that would make it the 15th of July. Just kind of getting started. Actually, quite a late start for me. I woke up early, I went fishing, I had a gnarly headache. I came back and I actually went back to sleep for 2 hours. But now I'm up and at it, making my coffee again and sort of restarting the day. So, yeah, I don't know what's on the agenda for today. Got to work for a little bit. And then I think I'm just going to wander up these roads in this area and go try to find something kind of interesting to do. Snow level's gone up quite a bit in the last few weeks. It's melting off quickly now that we're truly, into summer. That being said, there's still a lot of areas that are inaccessible. It's kind of a weird year because the Forest Service is not working at their full capacity. And with COVID and everything, it's just a lot of shit's closed, let's put it that way. It's not closed as in they locked the doors or they blocked the road off. It's closed as in trees that fell down, nobody's gotten rid of them yet. Rock slides haven't been cleaned up yet, stuff like that. And so kind of have to pick where we're going, but that's also why I've been sticking to a pretty familiar area for most of these little working trips. Because I know what's up those roads, I know what the risks are there, and I know I can turn around. So we'll probably roll up and see some high country around this area, but first and foremost, it is coffee time. So, you know that Christian creation myth stuff? On the first day, God said, "Let there be light," all that good stuff. Well, on the eighth day, the gods said, "Let there be coffee." And suddenly the ground upheaved and abruptly pounded forth into this world just for the coffee. Oh, hell yeah. See, now the gods have lost all control because they gave me coffee. Poor bastards. Well, and off we go. Let's see what it is that we find today. I think I am just going to roll down this road for a while, see if I can't get up to the highest point at the very, very back of it, and see if we can't see some mountains. So, until then, enjoy the views. So I was getting out to kind of scout a bridge and a road, and as I walked past this puddle, it exploded with life. The big frogs are all hiding, but look at all those tadpoles. Just in a puddle on the side of the road. Oh, there's one of the big frogs. He's like, "Don't you mess with my babies." Well, I guess I could have driven up a little bit further. Right after here, the road just vanishes. And I'm only like a half mile from the trailhead, so... But I didn't know this was here. Check this out. Isn't that an awesome little campsite? I mean, it's nuts. The mountains around here are just everywhere and gorgeous. And I think I actually have reception. Might be where I spend the night. Well, guess we'll see. Flip you back around, you can see the view. So it's like peaks, peaks, peaks. More peaks. More peaks. More. Wait until you see the one that the Jeep's parked below. It's something else, but we can't really see it until we start going back down. Nice, I'm gonna check out this spot. Starting to walk back down to the Jeep on the good road. I really should come up to this campsite, but I'm sure you can hear it in the mic. It is pretty windy up here, actually. It just makes for rough sleeping when the wind's blowing all night and all that good stuff. So better to camp in a little heavier forest cover instead of out on a bluff. But God, these mountains are beautiful. It's like sometimes I'm driving up these little roads and I hit the sketchy spots and I'm like, why the hell do you do things like this, Bryce? You're stupid. And then I get up here and I'm like, oh yeah, that's why. That's all there is to say on that subject. That is why. Man, that sun's getting hot up here at high elevations. I am like sitting here soaking up the AC, debating if I want to go back down or if I want to go up to that spot we were just at. Just for reference, right now we are at 5784 feet of elevation. So it doesn't sound super high if you're from Colorado or Idaho or, you know, but when you live at sea level, 6,000 feet is some pretty significant elevation. So the road's good up to that one spot, and that is the turnaround. Like, people are turning around in the road up there, the ones that didn't turn around down here, and hiking in the rest of the way. But man, that's such a beautiful little campsite. I'm like really torn because I don't actually like camping at high elevations. I prefer to travel high and camp low. It's just, it's more stable down low, for lack of a better way of saying it. You know, temperatures are better. You don't have to deal with extreme weather that might sneak in on you and what that might mean for the roads you're on. But it's so pretty. Maybe we should just go make lunch there, you know? Yeah. Well, hello there. It's been a rather nice day. Got to go and travel up into some high country. Parts of that were actually a little bit on the newish side to me. You know, I've been up there before. It was a long time ago, and so that's why I say newish. I haven't seen it in like 5 to 10 years, and so it changes. Or at least my memory changes. I'm not sure which. But anyway, that's kind of the theme of this year. I'm stomping into some of the more remote areas that I've been to before as just kind of a way of seeing them one more time. You know, have no idea where the world's going to put us over the course of the next couple of years, but I have the summer of COVID, and that allows me an immense amount of freedom, so I might as well go and revisit all of those great places, right? So we found camp for the night. Obviously, I ended up working up on the top of the mountain for about 2 hours and then hightailed my ass back down so that I could do an afternoon call. I just wrapped that up while I was making coffee. I'm sure you can see the Jeep over here with all the gear set up on the tailgate. Now I am scanning my favorite river in Washington to fish and debating if I want to get brave and go for the good pockets or just work from the shore a little bit. Flip the camera around and show you. This is the Tyee River. You see, like right down there is this nice gentle pocket. I always catch a couple of fish there, usually for breakfast. But where I really like to fish is up on the other side of all that whitewater. The trick is how the hell do you get out to it? It is like, yeah, this is a deadly river. It's one that I've actually been warned multiple times by Fish and Game folks when they see me down here fishing. They're like, you know, people die in this every year. And I'm like, yeah, but they're stupid. I'm not. But one day maybe my luck will run out, but let's hope it doesn't, because I like fishing around whitewater. The thing about the Tyee is it's a steep river, it's fast, and it's super deep. So it's pretty narrow, but most of the pockets in it range, some of them as deep as 20 plus feet, and because there's so much current, it like cuts back up under the banks and stuff. So yeah, it's not the safest river, but it's a good one. Ironically, when Zyra was about 5 years old, I used this section that you can see out here where it's a little calmer to teach her how to cross rapid moving water. You know, using like a branch held in the current to block the current, and had a line stretched across so she could, like, you know, have a little bit of security. And then when she got a little older, I taught her how to cross the big boulders over streams, like right up there, you know, again, using big sticks and stuff to be able to create yourself kind of a hand bridge. So this is a site I've used for years and years and years. I just love it. And it's a great site, great memories here with the family. In fact, it's just a random point. It is nicknamed the Bear Site. The reason we call it the Bear Site is most times I'm here, we see a bear. And so, yeah, I actually got stuck out in that river by a bear once. I went out onto like a little peninsula right in the middle of the fast, crazy water, and I heard a noise, and I turned around and looked behind me, and maybe 15 feet away there was a big old black bear sitting right where I needed to cross back out. Kind of looked at each other. She like sits down. Well, she was already sitting down, but sits there. She's like, I ain't moving. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm jumping in the river. And I ended up splashing up to my like chest through the white water to like get over to the side. It was safe. I wasn't in a bad spot, but you know, it was whitewater or bear. Which would you do? Anyway, I'm going to try not to film a whole bunch and talk at the camera a whole lot tonight. Instead, I'm going to try to read a book, get caught up on a little bit of like computer work, and just chill. I've had a headache all day and it's kind of killing me. I woke up with one, but then it's been hot and sunny, which I don't deal well with sun, hence why I never take these off. So, that being said, talk at you later. Maybe I'll talk at you later. Happy Thursday morning. So bright and sunny days, you can kind of see. Yeah. It's been kind of a nice like trip for that. It's been very good weather, which is sort of unusual. You know, normally I'm running into at least some rain or something, but not too many mosquitoes in the site last night, which was just great. And overall, good night. It was a little too warm, actually. You know, it was still like in the 70s when I was going to sleep, and so I ended up like, pardon me, but sleeping nude on top of my like blankets, or at least, you know, in my underwear, just because it was too damn hot. And I actually woke up in the middle of the night, started the Jeep, and flipped the AC on. If it gives you any idea of just how warm it was. It was kind of uncomfortable, but you know, at about 02 it probably started to get cold, because when I woke up this morning I was wrapped up in my blankets again. So not too bad. Sorry, I'm looking off the side because I'm pouring pot number 2 of coffee. I got up this morning right around 06, went down on the river, fished for about 2 hours, caught a couple of little guys, but nothing of any significance, and the water's still too high for me to go up and down stream very good, so I'm kind of stuck in this like 40 feet of river. And up above me it turns to pretty gnarly white water pretty fast, so you've got to go up quite a bit further to get above that to drop back down into it and coming down the middle channel. So yeah, Didn't do a lot of fishing. Like I said, just caught a couple little guys and gave up at that. It seems to be the weird thing. Fishing's always better in August. We're almost there. Getting closer. So, for this morning, I am just making some more coffee. Then I'm going to jump up in the front of the Jeep and sit on phone calls. Then I have a gap in my schedule from 11:30 till about 1:30. And so in that time, it's a nice big gap. It's kind of weird. I'm going to migrate back into the city so I can be at home and be on a desktop before it gets too late, because I've got some events that I've got to facilitate, or at least do the tech support facilitation of. And so I want to get back home and on my laptop, or my desktop, rather than trying to do that on my laptop in a Starbucks parking lot. So that is going to be the wrap for this trip. Probably not going to film anymore. Just saying, see you later. It's been a good journey.